Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Texas Tech will get the first crack on offense today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying to find some room. It's Joyner. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Looking to throw. It's Morton. Caught near the sticks. It's Douglas. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game. A chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. QB decides to keep it here. He's got the 40. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And the Red Raiders hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Keeps it on the draw. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass, it's Morton. Touchdown, Texas Tech, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Ducks offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback keeps the football. Got the first down and still motoring. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. To throw, it's Moore. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion, ball to 36 still. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Fights off a defender. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense, short of the first down marker. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Shotgun formation here on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Well, I think you go with the safe call here with the out route. Quarterback's comfortable with that. I would have loved to see the receiver take that route a little bit deeper. Now it's 4th and short because he didn't take that route upfield.
The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. On the ground, it's Joyner. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's running out of time here. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught quickly. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. The Red Raiders looking to run some tempo here.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to chuck it again. Caught by the receiver. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Dropping back. It's Morton. Looking right. This one caught. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught, completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They'll run it from the gun. Powering through the defender. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. And the Red Raiders will line up here on 1st down and goal. There's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
See if they can convert the point after. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Benson. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's low. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Red Raiders will kick this away to start the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Fire to the right side, complete. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Getting set, here's second down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The Ducks with first and 10 here. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Spinning out of the tackle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Throws it to the right. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Trying the run, it's Hughes. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's third down and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And it's good right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. They test the middle to get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Dropping back, it's Morton. He cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down. And the Red Raiders will have to punt this one away. And the return will be brought down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass, finds the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Catch made in space. Look out. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now the defense has him behind the line. A tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sense where we have a chance. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield. It's Moore. Slides the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed. But it does bring up a 4th down here. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Chewing clock with the running game. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Sticking with the running game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, clearly they'd like to keep the clock running after this play if they're the offense, but this small of a lead, it just isn't worth it to risk an incompletion on a 3rd down pass here.
Back to pass. It's Morton. Over the middle. It's Douglas. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
He's going to hand this off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. On the run, it's Joyner. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. The Red Raiders will send a punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Grab down the middle. It's Whittington. Some hard running there through a tackle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking downfield. It's Moore. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
It's a big mistake by the quarterback here, just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, third down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's fourth down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Looking for the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Gets the first and still running. You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback still with the football. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? The throw complete to the running back underneath. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. To throw. It's Moore. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking to pass. It's Morton. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. And the Red Raiders will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one final play, and they've got to get it in the end zone for the score with a shot to win the game.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He lets it rip. Intercepted in the end zone. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side, you continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you know, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances.